If you don't like the video within the next 5 seconds, then you'll never get another good snipe on NBA 2K23 My Team. If I was you, I wouldn't risk it. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Tanzer. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, season 9 is now here on 2K, man. They just dropped the new endgame card packs. Endgame packs, I don't know why I said it like that, but with that being said, endgames have officially tanked the entire market. So that literally means every card in the market went down in price by a huge amount. So I'm about to show you guys a bunch of new sniping filters. Let's get right into it. For our first filter, put your theme on endgame, minimum buyout 500, then max buyout. You want to find the cheapest card on your market. Mine is going for around 14,000, which is absolutely insane, but this just show you guys what I'm talking about. 14,000. You could sit here and scroll, and if you see any really good end games pop up, you could pick them up. But if you want to make guaranteed, like, look at this filter is gonna be hot all day. So if you want to make guaranteed profit, just put your max buyout to 9k or 10k, and then anything that pops up is a snipe for right now. They might even get cheaper, which is the crazy part about it, but you know, 2K23 is ending, so this is what happens. But I recommend scrolling or putting it to 9 or 10k and just refresh and pick up anything, because if you pick up anything for right now, you could sell it back for 14k, 13k and make profit. For our next filter, we're going to do the same thing but put it on center. So do theme endgame, position center, minimum buyout 500, max buyout. Find the cheapest one on your market. On PlayStation, it's going for around 21,000, 20,000. So I'm going to sit here and keep refreshing and scroll just like the previous filter, guys. Obviously, if you see the big boy centers on here pop up, like a Yao Ming, for example, I would pick him up. But since there is a lot for 21,000, guys, or 19,000, you could just bring down your max buyout 5k below that and make some guaranteed profit. So I could put this at 15k, and you guys could really decide if you want to do 15k and keep refreshing, or you could do a scroll and just find the cheapest card on your market. Both of them will be pretty hot all day, man. Like I said, end games, the prices are so down, so all these filters are going to be popping. For our next filter, I'm going to show you another variation of the end game one, man. Just put your theme on end game, team Lakers, minimum buyout 500, then max buyout. Find the cheapest one on your market. Mine's going for around 41,000, 38,000. You could see the Kobe on here, just like the other filters, guys. You could sit here and just scroll, so you see only like 1 or 2 that pop up, and then when you do that, I could just scroll over. Or since it's 38,000, like I said, bring it down a little bit. So I could sit here and scroll, or I could just sit here and bring this down to, like, you know, 33,000, 32,000, something like that. And then I would really just sit here and refresh, guys, and anything that pops up is an absolute snipe. The cheapest one at the moment is the Kobe. So even if I snipe a Kobe at 32,000, I'm making profit. But let me just show you guys what is all on this filter. So Shaq is on this filter, who is still going for 100k. He will drop though. Obviously you have Kobe. You have Magic, who goes for around, I don't know, at least 60k, I believe. So these are all the options that you could pick up on this filter. For our next filter, put your theme on Invincible, minimum buyout 500, then find the cheapest card on your market. As you can see on PlayStation, they actually went up a little bit, so they're going for now 9,000. So I'm just going to sit here and refresh on the cheapest ones, man. Like I said with all the previous filters, I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, but I'm just teaching y'all, man, because scrolling is really good, bro. When I first started sniping, I was like, what's the point of it? But if you know your market, scrolling is actually the way to go. They're going for around 9k, 9.5k. So honestly, I could just put this at 6,500 or 7,000 and just refresh anything that pops up. There we go. We get one right there, a Jalen Williams for 1k. Obviously he doesn't go for 1k, so I'm gonna make some profit on that snipe. Sit here and refresh anything that pops up for 7k or lower, or even 6.5k. If you want to be more safe, then you will snipe it and you get some MT. With that being said, here is another really good Invincible filter. Put your theme on Invincible, team Bucks, minimum buyout 500, max buyout. You want to find the cheapest one on your market. We have the Tim Thomas going for 21,000. So I'm just going to sit here, keep refreshing, man. If I see a Tim T go for under 15k or something like that, I will pick him up. But on this filter, you could also see Kareem and Giannis for pretty good prices. So if you see them on here as well for around this price, it is an absolute snipe to make you some guaranteed profit. This filter is low-key underrated. A lot of Invincibles are cheap, but the Invincibles on this filter are not as cheap as the other ones. So that's why I think this one is really good to use. So let me just show you real quickly which cards are on here, just so you all could see, man. So obviously you see the Kareem going for around 40k. And obviously Giannis is the most expensive one on this filter still. So if you see them at around 20k with the Tim Thomas popping up, they are a snipe. For our next filter, I actually showed you guys this in my last video, but it is really good, so I have to show you guys it again. Put your theme on Invincible, team Magic, minimum buyout 500, then put your max buyout at around 13k, 14k. You should see this Penny Hardaway Invincible card pop up. He's actually going for even cheaper than that. So I'm gonna put it at around 12k and sit here and just scroll and do the same thing like I've been doing with the rest of the filters, man. If you see a penny go for 5K or something like that, you're going to pick him up. The good thing about this filter is that there is actually more good cards on here. As you can see, you have the T-Mac on here, the Mo Bamba, you have the Jonathan Isaac. These are fairly new cards, and the T-Mac is like still one of the best invincibles in the game. So you really don't know what you're going to see on this filter, but all these cards are really good. So if you see any of these for around 13K besides penny, they are a snipe. For our next filter, put your name to Minute Bowl, colored dark matter, minimum buyout 500. That is all you have to do, and refresh. If you see a Minute Bowl pop up for 100K or cheaper, it is still an absolute snipe. He is still holding his value and going over 200K MT. So if you sit here and pick him up, man, you're making at least 80K, 90K, 100K plus profit. But it is the end of 2K23. As you can see, his price is going down a little bit. So this is a really good time to snipe him. Here is another filter I showed y'all previously, but it is really good. I got to show y'all again, man. Put your name to Victor Wembanyama, color dark matter, minimum buyout 500. Max buyout, put it to the cheapest card on your market. Mine's going for 40K. That is actually so cheap. That's crazy. I'm gonna sit here and refresh. If I see any next Victors go for way cheaper, I will pick him up. But since this is the dark matter Wemby filter, you could also see his invincible on here. So you really never know what you're going to see. So if you want to snipe a Victor, this is a good filter to do so, because you're getting best of both worlds. You have two options. Or if you really just want to hard scope his invincible card like the Minute card, man, y'all could just literally change it to this. But it's a Victor dark matter invincible, and just put your minimum buyout to 500, and you could just refresh just like the Minute filter, and if he pops up, it is still an absolute W snipe. For our next filter, put your name to George Mirasan, put your color to dark matter, minimum buyout 500, max buyout 18K. Sit here and refresh. Anything that pops up is an absolute snipe, guys. He's still going for around 23 to 25,000, so anything at 18,000 you will be making some guaranteed profit. And since he is fairly new of a card, he only came out like 2 weeks ago, this filter is always going to be pretty active. And real quickly, I just want to show you guys some more good hard scope invincible cards that you could do. Put your name on Lamar Odom, color dark matter, minimum buyout 500, max buyout 14K. As you can see, he's going for around 14K, so I could sit here and just refresh and scroll, or I could put my max buyout to 10K, and anything that I get for 10K or cheaper is a snipe. This Lamar Odom card is one of the best invincible point guards in the game, so this filter is going to stay to be active. His price went down by a huge amount. He was literally 70K not even a week ago. Now he's 14K. Another good invincible card that you guys could do is Zydrunas Ilgauskas, color dark matter, minimum buyout 500. He's going for around 40,000, 44,000. So I would just put my max buyout at honestly like 38K, and anything that pops up is a snipe. This is another really, really good invincible card that you could snipe. So sit here, try this one out as well, man. Last but not least, put your name to Mark Eaton, put your theme on invincible, of course, minimum buyout 500, then find the cheapest one on your market. He is a little more expensive. He's still going for over 60K. That's literally how good he is. Cheapest one's going for around 62,000, 63,000. So I'm just going to sit here and scroll, because his price does kind of change frequently. So I'm gonna sit here and scroll. If I see anything for a way cheaper price, I will pick him up. And then last but not least, of course, if you guys are budget ballers, man, this is all you have to do. As you can see, dark matters actually went up a little bit in price. If they are this much for you guys on your console at the moment, 4,200, then all you have to do is put your color to dark matter, minimum buyout 500. Put your max buyout to like 3,400, refresh. Anything that pops up is a snipe to make you some guaranteed profit. If you're on a budget, I always tell people to use this at all my videos. You guys have to use this filter. It's still the best budget filter in the game, man. Hopefully these filters help you guys out with making a bunch of MT. I don't know how many more sniping videos I'm going to do on 2K23, since we're not going to get any more packs, I'm pretty sure. But I just want to say real quickly, guys, thank you for all the recent support within the past month or two. It's honestly been mind-blowing. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you. But if you made it to the very end of the video, comment the word swag down below so I know that you're a real one and watch the entire video. Been your boy Tanzer. I'll see you all in my next upload. Peace.